Hey y'all, Jason here. I am in the carpool line because that's what daddies do. And so I thought I'd make a video. I have this book with me today, and it's a book that I love. I was kind of rereading it and looking at some of it. It's called The Power Paradox: How We Gain and Lose Influence. And this guy, Dr. Keltner, is actually a researcher at Berkeley, and he studied power dynamics for a long time, 20 years. I know this research. So this is not just his opinion. This is research models that he comes about, and he's talking about power. How do we gain it? How do we keep it? How do we maintain it? What is power? You know, I think a lot about power in the world, and kind of in my profession, I think about power, and power is necessary. Power is everywhere. It is air out there, and some people have it, some people don't. Some people use it rightly, some people misuse it. And I think a lot of our injustice that we see in the world comes from the misuse of power. Power is not bad in and of itself. The misuse of power is bad. But this book is fascinating. You know, I talk a lot about compassion. I talk a lot about giving and generosity, and like that in a business model. Like that's important in business models and nonprofit models. But he backs up here. He says, like, we gain power by doing good in the world. And I want to read this to you. You ready? It says this: by constructing reputations, groups shape an individual's capacity for influence in two distinct ways. First, reputations create opportunities for influence. Studies find that if you have a reputation for advancing the greater good, others will direct more resources to you. They will seek you out to form friendship and alliances. They will collaborate with you more cooperatively and effectively. People with reputations for being selfish and out for personal gain, by contrast, tend to be excluded from exciting areas of innovation and collaboration and occupy more peripheral places within social networks. Reputations are amplifiers for capacity to influence. He says when you do good in the world, you do good over a lot of times, people begin to trust you. You gain a reputation for doing good. People will give you resources. And if you are stingy and you don't do good and you're greedy, like that hurts your reputation. And so what he says, the paradox here is, like, when we rise in society, when we rise up the business ranks, or when we rise up political ranks, we are doing that because we are pushing resources out. We are doing good for other people. We are compassionate and generous. But then we get to the top. This is the paradox. We get to the top and we stop doing those things. We become greedy and seek the resources for ourselves, when the moment we could really direct the resources out to people. That's the paradox. So he says, like, when we get to the top or wherever you're going, when you gain that influence, keep doing good. Do good out there, y'all. Keep doing good. Have compassion. Find people that you can direct resources to. Be generous and loving. Have empathy. Work for the good of society, because that's actually going to work towards your good. Whether you're in business, whether you're in leadership, whatever role you have in life, doing good for others, seeking the best for others is going to be the best thing you can do for yourself. There you go. That's some carpool wisdom for you out there. Hope you have enjoyed the rest of your day. Talk to you soon.